Hey everybody, what's going on out there? Mickey Russo here, coming at you live from my home office in good old Danville, Indiana. Today I want to talk to you guys about something I learned in an inner circle audio. If you don't know what an inner circle audio is, it's a product that I purchased from the Empower Network and I pay monthly for. And the reason I do that is because, I believe in good stuff in, good stuff out. You have to read daily, listen to audio daily. And those are actually some of the core commitments that the Empower Network teaches us to do. And the reason I listen to what they tell me to do is because they have in life what I don't. They are in a place in life where I'm not, and they know how to get there, and I don't. So it behooved me to model them and see what they're doing and do what they're doing. So if they tell me to pay $100 for an inner circle audio to listen to audio daily, that I'm going to, because honestly, it's in those inner circle audios where I get a lot of my gold nuggets. So one of these gold nuggets I'm going to share with you actually has to do with language. Okay, so and if you can see my whiteboard back there, I wrote down a bunch of notes, but it's not zoomed in real close, so you can't see it probably. But what I put on there was basically what I learned. So I put on some bullet points. And you might be able to read the first one. It's pretty big. It says, break attention. So, for instance, I could be like, someone's at my door. Hold on. See, that's kind of like an example of breaking your attention or capturing your attention. The second bullet point is to build rapport. And there's lots of ways you can build rapport. In this specific inner circle audio, they said tell stories. They talk a lot about telling stories. So let me go ahead and tell you one of my stories. Let's see. I'll tell you the one about this one about when I went to Sicily. And the reason I want to talk about this specifically is because I am going to Sicily by the end of July. There's a couple things I'm going to do between now and then to be able to get to go and take my wife. And my wife has never been able to meet my dad. So that's going to be, exciting for me, and I know it's going to be exciting for her, and I know it's going to be cool for him. I haven't seen my dad in 4 years. He's a crazy guy, but I did go to Sicily about 4 years ago, and there's this amazing, beautiful rock bridge. If you can imagine, like this natural rock formation. Sicily is really mountainous, and it's really also has like a beach too. But anyway, so this like natural rock bridge, and my dad took me here because he takes everyone there that goes over there to this place, and we go there, and it's funny because it's actually, I guess, in Sicily where this place is at, it's actually like a tourist site. But I went in March of like 2008, I think, and it was closed because it was like just starting to be spring, and they hadn't opened it up yet because it was still kind of cold. But my dad's a wild man, and he's kind of taught me to be that way as well. And so instead of saying, "Oh man, they're closed," and going home, we decided that we were gonna sneak over like a fence and like to a house that was like two blocks down. Sneak over like a fence and walk down these like rock kind of just pathway down by this like little cove, and then we would like walk. It's like, 'cause like I said, it's really mountainous, so there's lots of cliffs in Sicily. So we like walked around down this cove, and then around this cliff, and then up these other rocks to get to this rock bridge. Well, it was crazy because we got to a point where there was like this cave, and there was like this cave that went into the cliff, and we like went inside this cave, and the only way to get up to the rock bridge was we had to like scale the side of this wall. And I'll never forget it. My dad was like, "All right, I'll go first, Mickey, and then you can follow me." I'm like, "All right." So I watched my dad, like a freaking wild man, like 007 or whatever, and he's climbing across this wall, and then he makes it, okay? And I'll have you know that there's like a 200-foot drop down. Like we had to, like I said, we walked down, then we walked back up the side of this cliff, and then we got stuck in this cave. This cave was about 200 feet up, and then as you're scaling the side of this cliff, it's like if you fall, you're falling down in this water, and you don't know if it's shallow or what. I mean, it's a cove, so it probably is shallow. So good chance you might hurt yourself or even die. So it's pretty intense. And so my dad makes it across this cliff, and then he's like, "All right, Mickey, and it's my turn." So I start to climb. Across this cliff, and my heart's beating, my adrenaline's going. It's so cool. just because I like to be excited like that, and the fact that you're so high and climbing across this cliff, and the whole experience was just amazing. But anyways, so I'm like climbing across this cliff, and then like I'm like just about there, but I can't really, I have a little bit more to go, and I run out of like, I don't know if any of you've ever rock climbed before, but you always like have a look for the next place to grab to before you like let off. And I got to a point where like I couldn't grab anywhere else to go forward. So, but I did see like just barely like outside of my reach of my foot. Like I reached as far as I could, but just barely outside of it, there was like this little like flat part. Like this little flat part was at a little bit of an angle, but it was big enough that I knew that if I kind of like leaped and like landed, I could grab and then I'd be good. So I'm like sitting on the side of this cliff, 200 feet up in the air. My dad's staring at me like, thinking I'm doing a good job, and then he sees me kind of like negotiating my next move, and then he sees me look at this little place where I'm gonna jump, and then I look at him, and he gives me this look like, you better not. And then I just jump. He's like, Mickey, no! And I jump and I grab on and I land, and I'm like, I barely hang on. It's like the craziest thing that ever happened. I swear. So then he's like, you better never do that again. And I climb up and I get up there, and he's like, you scared the shit out of me. He's like, don't ever do that again. It was hilarious. My dad talked kind of funny. He's got a really funny accent. But that is an example of a story, man. And that story was awesome. And I did end up going on that rock bridge and looking out over the Mediterranean Sea. And it's so beautiful. If you could imagine like being there and seeing they have these little fish, they have like these little tiny fish, but they travel in these giant groups, and that you can see them moving in the water. And I mean, the sky and the wind blowing on your face, it feels so amazing, and the beautiful sounds of the ocean crashing up against the cliff, and being there with my dad, just the whole experience was amazing, and you could just imagine. I mean, it was cool. Anyways, there's a lot of things that happened just then in that story I told you, and I built rapport with you because I brought you along a journey with me. So it's almost like you know me, and I'm talking to you like I already know you. Okay, and that's part of what you do to build a rapport, and that's part of what you do to build a business, whether it's any business, whether it's a network marketing, direct sales in general, or whether you're in Power Network or not. If you're not, I would recommend that you click that link below the video right now and go ahead and pull out your credit card and just get started today. It's only $25 to buy that blogging platform, and I would highly recommend you to buy that $100 Inner Circle audio because you won't be able to learn like anything, and the biggest investment you could ever make is an investment in yourself, and that's totally the truth. Because what is money anyway? All money is just the medium. It's just what people use as a medium to exchange value. So the more value you have, the more value you can contribute and offer to the marketplace, the more money you'll eventually have. That's just how it works. Another good, I was listening to a Monday night call, which these are free, and you get just about as many gold nuggets in these Monday night calls as you do in the Inner Circle audio. So I would highly recommend you getting on those Monday night calls. Or if you sign up for the Empower Network, if you just click that link below this video and get started today, you can log into your back office and they play that Monday night call throughout the week until the next Monday, and then they play the next Monday night call. But last night, Shakir Hussein, he was talking a lot about wealth principles. He's 24 years old. I'm going to be 24 in June, and this guy's already making $100,000 a month. A month, guys. He talks about making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 like it's nothing, and he's making $100,000 a month, and it's just like, I'm going to listen to what this guy has to say because obviously he knows something that I don't. Okay? And maybe you might be asking yourself, why should I listen to you, Mickey? Why should I listen to you? Well, you want to know something? I'm not sitting around listening to Uncle, Benny and Aunt Bertha telling me about how broke they are and how they can't pay their bills. I'm not sitting here watching TV filling my head up full of news and how all this craziness is going on in the world, because you know what? That's you have a choice to choose what you focus on. And if you focus on negativity, that's what's going to happen in your life. But if you focus on positive things and you focus on having a wealth mentality and modeling people that have what you don't have in life, eventually those things will come to you. And you'll start to increase in value and grow, and you'll be able to contribute back to the world, and in return, you'll gain money. You know what I mean? And all this starts with making a decision to just click that link below this video and buy right now. I'm telling you that. Just do it. Okay? And then that thing that Shakir Hussein I wanted to share you with, Shakir Hussein, that's his name. He's got a really cool accent because I think he's like Indian in London or England. I'm not sure exactly, but hey, if you're watching this, Shakir, what's up, man? I like your accent. Anyways, what he said in that Inner Circle audio last night, Monday night, or not, it wasn't an inner circle audio, it was a Monday night call. What he said, and this is awesome and profound, and it's a wonderful concept. It's value times leverage equals wealth, and money is just the byproduct of all those of that equation. Okay, so it's value plus, or I'm sorry, value times leverage equals wealth. Okay, that's a powerful concept because you can have all the value in the world, you can have all this information and all this thing, you're ready to just give back and help people grow or whatever. But if you don't have a way to deliver that, then how are you ever gonna create income? And that's why I joined the Empower Network, and that's why I'm using the internet to use as a leverage to be able to create wealth in my life. And you can do the same. All you need to do is just click the link below this video right now. Quit being a wussy, just pull out your credit card and just go ahead and buy. Just pull it out and buy it right now, okay? Because the moment you make a decision for yourself and for your life, for your family, for your dreams, for something more in life, is the moment that everything will change for you. Because that's how it was for me. I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to buy something like this. I started out on the internet like 4 years ago. I got started in a traditional network marketing company, and it's a very popular one. A lot of people probably have heard of it. I'm not going to say it just because, but it wasn't a bad company. It was a great company. It still is to this day. But the thing was is that I made my list of friends and family, and it just didn't work. I called everybody I knew, and then nobody got in. And then I was like, wait a minute, I got this huge dream now, and nobody wants to join my business. So I was like, I'm determined. I'm going to figure out how to make this thing work. And it led me to the internet. And I went through a lot of different things, and I felt, and then finally the Empower Network came around, and it was perfect. It is perfect. It's not perfect. I won't say that, but I mean, it's exactly what the market needs right now. It's a vehicle for the average person to come in and be able to start making some money, some upfront 100% commissions right off the get-go, and really be able to change their life, a lot quicker, and they can learn while they earn. I know it sounds kind of cheesy to say that, but it's true. But let me go ahead and share with you something else I learned while I'm earning. Is the third and final bullet point was then you do the presentation. So I've kind of mixed a little bit of everything that I've learned today in this video. Something else you do is they didn't even point this out. I just kind of was like trying to see what they were doing, just in this inner circle audio, kind of see how their language, how they were using their language pattern, how they were speaking. And I put down ask questions, ask for permission. So for instance, if you're getting ready to say something, say, let me tell you something. Almost like you're asking permission, right? And then you want to put the prospect, or whoever your viewers are, whoever your audience is, you want to make them feel like they are in the story. So like when I was telling you that story about me being on that cliff with my dad, I use language like, if you could only imagine, you see these beautiful fish, swimming across the water, and I how I kind of like put you see, you hear, and it makes you feel like you're in it. You know what I mean? And I'm sharing this with you guys because I'm just sharing what I learned, okay? And I'm doing that because that's what my mentors have told me what to do. But you want to know something? None of these concepts or principles or things will work unless you have a vehicle to be able to work them in. A vehicle to use to be able to apply these concepts and principles. And that's why I keep telling you to quit being a wussy, pull out your credit card and buy. I have no compunction in telling you to buy right now. Click that link below this video because I did it, and I'm changing daily. I did it, and I know my life is going to change. It already has changed. It already has changed. And I want to help. My goal for 2013 is to help at least 10, if not more. I'd like to just say as many people, but it's good to be specific sometimes. To help at least 10 people start making $20,000 a month. I want to be able to. There's this secret all-in meeting that is going to happen because I'm, whatever. I probably shouldn't say anything about that, but I'm going to go to that in June. Then there's a Empower Network event in July in Denver, Colorado. And I'm going to be standing on stage. Me and my wife are going to be standing on stage, and we're going to be seeing 7,000 faces staring at us and cheering our names and congratulating us for making it happen in our life. And then after that, we're going to go to Sicily, and I'm finally going to be able to introduce my dad to my mom, my dad to my wife, and my wife to my dad. And it's going to be an awesome moment. And then from now on, already my life has changed. And I want to help as many people as possible, as many people as I humanly can, help change their lives and give them value and give you value. That's why I don't mind sharing any of this. And that's why I don't, like I said, I don't have any compunction or, you know, telling you to just buy right now. Just seriously. Do yourself the biggest favor you'll ever do. If you're watching this right now, if you're still watching this right now and you're still listening to the sound of my voice, it means something. It means that you're ready to make a decision. It means that you're ready to make a breakthrough. It means that you're ready to decide to do something different. And that means you're going to buy by clicking the link below this video right now. Thank you, my friends, for watching this. Take a look around my blog if you're seeing this on my blog. And just, if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook and just, connect with me because I want to help you, like I said. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you got something from this. It's been fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. You guys have a great day, great night, and great life. Love you so much. Thank you. Take it easy.